Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping live with two guests, Noah Van Sciver and Kyle Bridgett. But before I bring them in, I want to say what up in the chat while I do my normal spiel, and I'll give you a shout out in a little bit. Today we're flipping through some cracked magazines. I got them right here. I just picked 4 to make it easier to choose from. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit subscribe, hit a thumb up on this video and all future videos, and leave a comment either in the chat or if you're watching this afterwards, leave a comment down below. That's the best way that you can help this channel grow. I'm at like 468 subscribers. It seems like only yesterday. I was at like 440 something, begging people to continue subscribing, and I've been having some steady growth. So please hit subscribe. If you want to support me in another way, more monetary way, you can go to patreon.com/flippinthrough. That link is down below. And these are the people that are supporting me right now: Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridgett. You know, he just buys his way onto the show. That's how it works. Quid pro quo is the old Latin saying. Anyway, I think that's it. That's all I have to say. Oh, you get a 6 set of stickers too. And this one is yours. It has your name on it, but you have to follow me, support me on Patreon in order to get it. With that, I'm just going to welcome these fellas in. I'm going to switch to like that. Here we have, give a round of applause to Noah Van Sciver.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mispronounced your last name. Noah P. Smythe. I apologize. And Kyle, the little cozy nostril, Bridgett.
Oh, I was just catching up on some reading. How's everybody doing?
We're doing very well. What was that? Hold on. I got the book. What? Hold that up again. Hold that book up again.
What?
Who is the artist? Is that? Oh, you know what it looked like?
It's a fine selection of art. We've got some Manet, some Ingres, some Daumier. Very cultured stuff.
Yeah. Know what it kind of looks like from afar?
Smut?
It looks. No, it looks like a face that Paul Peter Porges would draw. It looked all like.
I don't think he's in there.
No, he didn't make the cut, probably. Hello, fellas. How are you doing?
Good. I'm ready.
Okay.
I don't own any cracked. I don't own any collections or any magazines or anything. So this is going to be interesting.
Did you
Are
read
you
Cracked as a kid?
Yeah, I did, but it was like not. Nothing was memorable about it to me. Like I don't. I know that I read it because it's like if it was like everybody bought Cracked if they'd already read the Mad for that month or whatever, and then you pick up the Cracked. Yeah. But I don't remember anything. I think there was like a Barney Jurassic Park mashup from the 90s that I remember that was in Cracked.
Yeah. That sounds like something they liked those mashup things. They would do those. I think there might be some in these issues that I pulled. At least on the cover there are. Yeah, it was I shouldn't say it was nobody's favorite. I was kind of like you. I wasn't into it at all. I read it. The way I got most of my Cracked is my uncle and I would like hand them back and forth as a gag gift. Like we'd wrap it up for Christmas and open it up and just be disappointed. And,
Was it the same issues?
Yeah, it was always the same issues. We just gave them back and forth. And I just sort of gotten into it because people who watch the channel berated and belittled me. That's a big part of it.
Why would they belittle you about not having?
About not liking it. Yeah, it has a rabid fan base. And and I also like having Mort Todd on. I had Mort Todd on for an interview, and like that was I don't know, for some reason, like knowing him, like getting to know him and talking to him, like kind of changed my perspective on that era of the magazine, and gave me a little bit more appreciation, I think.
I love that interview you did with him, by the way. That was great.
Oh, thank you. It was fun. He's a wild man.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
He had like a swollen cheek from like a tooth infection.
Yeah.
And he was like getting drunk. It was amazing.
he did those. Didn't he do like a crowdfund for like 2 collections of Cracked? Who was the artist though? It was one of the EC guys.
He did Severin and he
Yes.
did Jack Davis.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So they're
Yeah,
both
do you guys
EC
have-
guys.
Do you have those or no?
I have the Jack Davis one. He sent it to me. Well, I DM'd him because I heard that he did these. They're like the cracked painter's caps.
Okay.
And it has the old cracked logo on it.
Huh.
And so I was like, how much for one of those? He was like, I don't know, like, give me $20. And I said, deal. And he sent me a signed copy of the Jack Davis one.
Yeah, I wonder if I could still get those.
Yes.
I think you can get these. They're
DM
like
him.
they're practically like print on demand quality. I mean they're good for what they are. Like, I mean, it would be nice if it was like a nice, scan from the original artwork or something, but that doesn't exist. So as I understand it, he just reprinted 2 issues that they had done that were like best of issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like there are some like there's been some resizing, so you get like some like moire patterns in the
the
dots.
Yeah.
I don't know if they show up on the screen, but
I'm still curious to see that stuff because I'm not familiar with. Like, I love both of those artists, but I'm just not familiar with like the stuff they did for Cracked.
Yeah.
But I want to show you what I got yesterday, actually, in the mail.
Yeah.
Do you guys have this?
What is this?
This is Jack Davis's Yak Yak from Dell Comics.
No.
He did his own humor comic book, humor anthology comic. He did 2 issues, and this is the first issue. And it's like all like kind of beatnik humor.
And is it all Jack Davis?
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. I guess he wrote it all himself too, and it's interesting because like, you can tell he just did it really fast. Like the colors and stuff, he didn't really spend any time. Like it's just like really quickly done, but it has such a beautiful like immediacy to the artwork. He does like it's like a mad one. Like he'll have like a parodies on like TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
He wrote them all himself and drew them.
That's kind of cool. I like that like the monotone, like that, like the wash they would do in a Mad magazine to like push stuff to the background, but it's like, is that like yellow and purple or something?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah, it's kind of inspiring. I was looking at it like I should do something like this because it's like in color, but it's like so quickly done. But
yeah,
I don't know. It works.
That's very cool. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that either. And,
it's expensive, man. They're expensive.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why I haven't heard of it. I do have quite a few reprints of Mad knockoffs.
Oh yeah.
Like I went and bought a bunch of those. Was it Guandanaland reprints? I don't know if you've seen those.
No.
They're like it's some company. They just like basically do print on demand reprints of public domain comics and magazines and stuff. And so the quality's hit or miss. Sometimes they're like the scans aren't great. But I picked up like A, Zany. What else did they have? Crazy Man, Crazy. There's like 3 or 4 of them that they've printed.
Yeah.
Crazy Man? Is there one called Crazy Man? Like a?
It's called Crazy Man, Crazy.
Crazy Man, Crazy.
I never run across any of that stuff, but I'd be curious.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Look at this stack.
Yeah. So there's Crazy Man, Crazy.
Oh wow!
Oh wait, wrong person. There we go.
You can read these online if you go to Comic Book Plus.
Yeah.
They're all scanned and available for free to read online.
Does that say I was a nudist for the FBI?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's more like Mad Magazine parody, and the rest are more like the comic. So there's Zany.
Wow.
Completely Nuts.
Oh
Nuts.
yeah, I've seen that. Good one.
Madhouse. I think this one was Archie.
Yeah, Archie. That's right, because Craig Yo did a book collection of that stuff.
He did this book, yeah. Behaving
Yeah.
Badly. Here's another Guandana Land 1A.
Oh wow.
And then Fantagraphics put out this one. I believe Fantagraphics.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is pretty good. And then there's also this collection of Get Lost. The 3 issues of Get Lost, which are quite good too.
Oh, do those have?
I'm into all that stuff.
There's
I read Cracked and Mad indiscriminately. I didn't Like either was just as good for me. I mean, I think I knew Mad was better, but I read them both as a kid.
Yeah, I want to pick up all that stuff now. I wish I was over at your house. I just want to look at all that.
They're actually really pretty cheap on just Amazon, and I think they're pretty much just print on demand.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So
it's like God's work.
Yeah, you want to be really careful that you don't want to buy a Guandanaland if there's any other version of it available. Because almost any other printing will be better. Because it looks like someone put together on a photocopier and then perfect bound it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But where else are you going to get this stuff? So
yeah.
Other than
Hunt down
online
the originals.
Yeah.
That's
some of it you can get. Yeah, if you can pay and do all that stuff. But everything's so goddamn expensive in Canada. I can't go collect comic books.
oh,
Ever
geez.
shipped here.
Hey, before we go on any further, I do have something to say. Wait, what the? Anyway, I want to say what up to some people. Shane Buckley, what's up? Demir, hello, nice to see you. Angel Acevedo. I like your new little icon, the little Watchmen thing with your face on it. Yeah. Sand was here. I'm a proud cracked head.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate this. I worked really hard on that, and I'm not a video editor, so that was like painful to me. It was, so I appreciate that. Aaron, nice to see you. What's the rarest Mad magazine I own? Probably number 16. Just by virtue of its age, I guess. Yeah. Does the P stand for Fooey? What does the P stand for? Kyle knows that.
I have no idea. I don't know if that's actually, is that like canonically been explained?
I don't know. Would have gotten my Fooey joke. It was a Sylvester P. Smythe reference. Well, it must be. I don't know.
He's too, there's too many things about, Alfred E. Newman, you don't need to know anything about him, right? Really. It's just Alfred E. Newman, What Me Worry. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But Sylvester P. Smythe, he's in the comics. He has a character and he does all kinds of stuff and it changes. So
yeah,
it's hard to keep track of all the minutia.
Yeah. Harvey Esquire, it's great to see you, bro. I got to mute this damn phone. What's going on? All right. Sorry. I've said hello to everybody.
Yeah, there is no life story of Alfred E. Newman. How they did the life story of Scrooge McDuck. Like somebody could do the life story of Alfred E. Newman, just hire a couple graphic novelists to just work out this thing that somehow works in all the most popular things from Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
His
he was working at the Moxie bottling plant and met his girlfriend. Whatever her name was.
They by design though, Mad doesn't want they don't accept submissions with Alfred as a character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't accept any submissions now, but that was a rule at the time. They're very protective of keeping him iconic, Yeah. Whereas with Sylvester, they didn't give a shit. They would just be whatever. Let's put a giant superhero body on him, and we'll do a whole comic about that.
Yeah,
he was a janitor, right? He was the janitor for the headquarters.
Yeah,
yeah.
So if you look at the very first few issues of Cracked, the magazine is drawn to look like it has an actual crack in it, and Sylvester P. Smythe is standing there, usually seen from the top, and he's spackling the crack.
Oh,
that's issue
got,
1.
The spade. Issue 1 through 6 or whatever. The first several.
Oh,
issues.
okay.
And I don't even think you see him from the front, and then he kind of evolves from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought he was a painter, janitor, but
he's a janitor. Okay. He's listed as a custodian, I believe, in every issue.
Oh, okay.
On the contents page.
He's a very unappealing character.
Yeah, well,
I loved to draw him when I was a kid. I learned how to draw him, the big lip coming down. I used to draw him all the time when I was
something
8.
There's something about Alfred E. Newman, though he's there's homely features to him. There's something human and handsome about him, but you don't have that. Sylvester P. Smythe is just this ugly creature.
Yeah, he's stripped of all mystical qualities, whereas like Alfred, there's almost like a runic quality to his face. It's like it speaks to you on some sort of like level in your soul. Whereas with Smythe, it's just like he's just this guy. But
yeah, like look at this.
That's not the best image of him.
Yeah, okay, so he has like horns or something there. All right, how about this one?
So this is kind of the goofier era. This is a little bit maybe that's definitely a Severin drawing.
It's just not funny though.
Well, I mean he's not a funny character, no.
Yeah.
And they did like a whole thing with like these parody portraits for a while.
On the back covers.
Yeah.
And it would be. Well, hold on. Let's see.
It's the guy who did Monroe. What's his name?
Jules Pfeiffer?
No.
No, Monroe and Mad.
Oh,
Bill Ray.
Bill Ray. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Ray would do the parody portraits on the back, and they were really unappealing.
Yeah. I mean, they were well done, but they were unappealing. All right. Well, just so you know, if you're watching on YouTube, there's a poll going on. Which one we should flip through first? There's this one, extra special cracked. There's the blockbuster cracked from 1990. This is from I think 82, 1990. Here's 88, 234, and
my vote is 84. That one that we just saw because that's got Super Sylvester and he's really unappealing in that.
Here's the thing about how voting works in a poll, Kyle, is that you have to participate in the poll and
do we get a vote?
Something.
Do we get a vote though? We're in here. We're not.
Yeah, we're not. You'll have to navigate. Here we go. This is a.
I'm just making a case.
Yeah.
So for that particular issue.
Here, let me. There we go.
That's actually a much better one than some of the later ones.
Yeah, Sly John Bon Jovial.
Oh man!
But they take the whole like Kurtzman border. Yeah. Was it Kurtzman that did that border?
Probably. Yeah, you're talking about like Humbug, and I guess it depends on who the artist was of the. Oh, you're talking about of Mad, right?
Of Mad, yeah.
Yeah.
Cribbed that whole thing.
I think Elder illustrated it though, didn't he?
Yeah. I think I was goofed up.
Yeah, it was a K and E. Yeah. Or what did he say? Is it Beck? What would they sign?
Oh no, Whack. Will Elder, Harvey Kurtzman. Yeah.
Whack.
So here, I want to check this out. Right. Everybody's saying the blockbuster one. Everybody wants a blockbuster one. 50% of the audience. And I got to give them what they
democracy.
want.
Wait, are we using an electoral college here or?
No, this isn't Canada. Oh, wait, no, that's what we use in America.
Yeah, we have a parliamentary system here.
Yeah, we're doing a parliamentary system.
It's
and they voted no confidence.
Oh, that has the Ugly family in it, right?
This one does?
That one you're holding right there, the Crime Fighter Convention.
Oh, yeah, it does have the Ugly family, Clint Eastwood, and some Don Martin in there.
That's Dan Klaus, right? Who did the Ugly family?
Yeah.
That's great that you have that, man.
All right, we'll do that one second, all right? We'll do that. Okay, listen, I can't have the audience turn against me. They're the lifeblood of this show. Here, I'm going to close this poll.
Wait, I thought you said the patrons were the lifeblood of the show. Now he's between a rock and a hard place. Who does he suck up to? The masses or the elites?
He just left.
Oh my god.
I think we're running the show now.
Oh my god. I'll get my cracks out.
Okay. Yeah. No, I wish I did have some cracks, but who was really great is Will Elder. And I've been trying to. Do you have that book, The Mad Playboy of Art?
I don't have that book. No, I have a bunch of other. I didn't buy that one because I have so much of the stuff that's in it.
Yeah, I'm like on a crusade to get Fantagraphics to reprint that in like a new edition.
Oh yeah,
you're talking about new edition.
The Will Elder book. Yeah,
There should be more Will Elder books. Like, if not that one, like another one would be cool.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to put more Will Elder out there.
Yeah.
Reprint that
he's
stuff.
a genius.
Absolutely, yeah, great. What happened, Patrick?
I just had to go handle some business.
He's pieroging.
Yeah. So here we have the blockbuster, but let this console you guys.
Is that Bill Ray? No, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, this is Bill Ray. He's doing the artwork. But look at this one has, I don't know what, it just has a whiteout spot. That's not like a sticker. It's just a blank spot.
Oh.
And I don't know
That's
why.
strange.
Yeah. So this is Sylvelvis Presley Smythe.
So was Bill Ray working on Ren and Stimpy at the time that he would have done this?
What year is this?
This is 80s. This is mid 80s.
90. So no.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 1990. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I looked up the dates on the other ones earlier. I guess I missed that one.
Yeah, and what was his role on
Ren and Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy, yeah.
I think he did a lot of the production art. He did they do the freeze frame of Ren's rotten tooth or something like that.
Yeah.
That's all Bill Ray.
Okay.
And I think after John Kay left, I'm pretty sure he was the guy who took over. I could be wrong about that. It was him and maybe one other guy, but I can't remember right now.
Yeah, well, I remember seeing about when he was associated with it, and it clicked. It made so much sense. You see his stuff in Mad Magazine and Monroe specifically.
So
you get those glimpses of that sort of grotesque, the beads of sweat or the warts and stuff like that, where it's just very highly detailed and disgusting.
He did a really good comic book called Big Blown Baby. Do you remember that? You ever see that?
I got some of those, yeah.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Yeah. I have, I don't know which issues. After the flood, my basement flooded, guys. And it was horrible. I almost lost a bunch of comics. And then it flooded again. And my comics were still on the floor. But they were in a different part. They were in a different part of the basement, so they were totally unaffected. But I was I didn't learn my lesson the first time.
Tempting fate.
Yeah.
Is that broken pipes, or do you live in a floodplain?
No, neither. I think what happened is this is so boring. The downspout came off, and so all of the water, with the melt and the rain that we've had recently, was just going right next to the house and just let itself in.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was. I don't really care about the carpet and stuff. I care about my things.
Yeah.
This is a new segment here, plumbing through.
Oh, anyway, we gotta get into this. Jesus, what is this? This is plumbing through. That's right. So this is, I don't know. This is all movie things, I think.
So did it say Sylvester on the staff under custodian?
I don't know.
This is a special issue, so
yeah, this is a special edition, so they don't have the normal stuff, but they have Mort Todd. Mort Todd is in here, and then they do, as performed by John Severin,
Gray Morrow, Bill Ward, John Severin, Bill Everett.
Yeah. Great. Peter Bagg.
Peter Bagg. Hate.
Bill Everett. My God. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's there was a lot of people that one that got their start, and then others who finished their career at Cracked. They call it the Cradle to Grave magazine.
Yeah, I had an editor one time tell me that cartoonists die in the gutter. I said, gee, thanks.
God damn.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Black.
I swear to God that happened. I said that to me.
God. Well, I was I sort of lost at the title of this, Black Day at the Club.
Yeah, it's New Cruds in the Black.
It was, listen, guys, it was 1990. It was a different world. All right.
Cracked had much more reactionary politics than Mad. You know, they had some like right wing editors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was his name? He just died.
What's his name?
He wore a little sailor's hat.
I can't think of it right now. He would have done this book though. It's right here.
It was Dick.
Dick Culpa. That's it.
Dick Culpa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got mad at me on Facebook.
For what?
Talking politics. He was, I can't remember what he was talking about. It was like the, what's that? The publication that's like run by a cult out of China, the news publication. I can't remember what it's called.
What?
There's some.
You're in too deep, man.
I don't know.
It's like the daily. There's some kind of news.
Oh, the
like,
Epic News,
paper.
Epic Times.
That's it. Epic News. Epic Times. Yeah.
Epic Times.
Yeah, and he was like posting articles from there, and I was just mentioned like, this is like run by a cult, and so, their view on China in this case might be a little bit skewed, and he didn't like that. Then I was kind of sarcastic, and then he was like, "Don't talk to me like that. Let yourself out."
Oh, man.
Okay, I'll let myself out. And then
Wow.
he died.
He died.
That is.
So I guess I won that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about the Cracked is, I don't know, like this. A lot of the art seems. I don't want to talk shit here. You guys talk shit about this because you guys are artists.
Well, I can't talk shit. This is better art than I make, so I can't really say anything about it.
Well,
Cracked has like an uglier look. Like the artwork is generally like it looks uglier. I don't want to say like amateurish necessarily, but it doesn't necessarily.
That's the word I wanted to use.
Punk is probably a better word. Like it has a little bit of like a rough edge to it.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, I like, who is this artist? Who's doing this?
I don't know, but like, I mean, look at Astro Boy, the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Right? Mo Fine, or Mo Howard.
It's not
Larry
mad
Fine.
quality.
No,
Did it say who the artist is?
No, it doesn't say.
That's do you see that flip back though?
Yeah.
That's the Image crew, isn't it? Those guys. Looks like the guys from the '90s and they like left Marvel.
I think it's the New Kids on the Block.
I see Todd McFarlane there.
Yeah, look at there's Todd, or is that Todd? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Todd.
Where's Jim Lee? They left Jim Lee out. Oh my god.
I'm just happy you saw it too.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, they're like, I don't know, like all of these are like neat illustrations. But yeah, it feels like I don't know, looks like it was colored using like Crayola markers or something. It isn't
that
as
was often
refined.
They don't have that. Like often like the reproductions are not as slick as Mad.
Yeah.
You get the impression you get a lot of like sort of maybe like younger cartoonists like with less experience in publishing just saying like, here's the artwork. Pete Fitzgerald, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah. Anyways, I was saying I really like the
What an asshole.
God. I grew up with it. Pete was one of my favorites.
I didn't say anything.
Pete was one of my favorites in Cracked at the time when I was 8 years old.
I like the cleverness of MTV. What did Patrick Jesus leave again? What are you doing, Pat?
I'm embarrassed. It's an ink wash. Well, excellent. Listen, you hang out here for a while, Pete. You'll realize I don't know what I'm talking about. So,
well, I meant it. Pete's a better artist than I am. So,
oh God, I'm fucking sweating now. Oh. Oh, anyway.
I'm kind of curious about how fast he had, what his deadline was like to do some work like this for Cracked.
Get him in here. Send him the link.
Oh yeah, he's gonna show up now.
Yeah, right.
Jeez Louise. Anyway. Well, hey, how about this stuff? Look at this rock and roll museum. This is, I mean, like one of the things I really like about Cracked, or I've come to appreciate don't know if I like Cracked yet. Is like that. You have like people. Is this Severin? Who is this?
It looks
I
like
think it's
Severin.
Bill Ward.
Bill Ward. I mean,
That's
you
Bill
have.
Ward?
I think so. Look at the faces. Like, I don't think that's Severin.
Huh.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe,
Him, like,
maybe.
Yeah, looks pretty old.
I don't
I
know
guess
these
I guess
artists
Ward.
the way that I know like mad artists, where I can really spot them a lot more.
The problem
quickly.
is too, some of them had like multiple ghost names that they would sign
yeah.
in the same issue. But
so
I think
weird.
that's Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have some similar sensibilities.
Well, thank you, Pete Fitzgerald, and
Pete Fitzgerald, you were one of my favorites in Cracked when I was a kid.
Quit
Cracked.
kissing his ass,
And-
okay? He said that
No,
I'm
seriously,
fine now.
seriously, he really was. He was like top 5 probably.
It was an early job. Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for dropping by. I do appreciate it. That's definitely Bill Ward. Demir.
All right, I get it. It's Bill Ward.
But I like that balance between like, you know, you have like young new artists and also like dudes like Bill Ward who are, I mean, like this is a really awesome illustration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Ward's also.
I mean, Mad would have had that at the time too, but you don't feel it as much as you do in here because, it feels like a lot of the younger cartoonists are kind of free to kind of be a little bit more experimental and like evolve, whereas in Mad, everyone who's hitting it feels like they're already like, fully developed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you have someone new, like at this time, you would have had like maybe Tom Bunk would have been new in Mad, probably some other people too, but you feel it more in Cracked.
Yeah. McCartney.
That's a ghost name. Yeah, I believe that's a pen name he would use in Cracked.
And Nom de Plume.
Yeah.
Look at that. I am a sucker for like the big splash pages, and this isn't even one of like the crazy ones that you have. Like, I'm thinking mostly of like in Mad Magazine where it's like just filled with stuff. But even something like this, it's just so much fun to like look through and explore all the aspects of the illustration.
Yeah, that's nice. Look at that guy's pants. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been like blind pretty much at this time.
Wow.
Unless this is like from like much earlier in his career. He was working like with severely reduced vision.
Yeah. Is this just a poor photocopy though? Like these things you can't really see? The Crumb couldn't something himself.
Whoa, it's a diss on Robert Crumb.
Ooh, throwing shade.
Who made this? Johnny Ryan?
Come softly to me, Fleetwood. I don't know what this is. All right. Anyway, I'm too focused on the minutia.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What artist is that?
That was Bill Ward.
That was Bill Ward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So this is the Rock and Roll Museum. That was like the
that's the same-
entree
I see.
into.
All right.
Yeah. This
And
stuff
then
must
this
be.
is probably Severin. Looks like Severin.
Yeah. Well, and I'm realizing now. I mean, like this came out in the '80s, but there's no way that this was.
You said 90s.
What did I say? Oh yeah,
You said
summer
90.
1990. That's when it was.
Okay.
I mean,
All
like this is reprinted from like really a long time ago. Some of this.
Well, that's the other thing is like they didn't keep the originals like Mad.
Yeah.
Up until like I think the early 2000s or whatever, they bought your originals outright. And so they can get really nice scans, like nice reproductions of the work. Whereas Cracked, they didn't pay for the artwork, as I understand it. And so it's just a lot of it just went in the ash can,
Oh man. Hey, where did that term come? All right, so like ash can. An ash can in comics is like, I don't have any handy. Like those smaller, like half-sized comics, right? It's like a comic.
They were comics that were produced to shore up copyrights. So they'd be like a really cheap produced comic that might be to like proof of concept or whatever. But usually it was to like shore up the copyrights.
Yeah.
Just so you could say like, look, we already published this, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it was only in like 10 copies or whatever.
But like you can still find like it's something like, where does that term come from though? Because like you still
it comes
have
from
them.
that because they were made for the ash can. They weren't made to sell. They were just made to like get the comic out quick so that we have established our ownership of this before someone else releases it. So they would just be like a really cheap, I guess they're smaller. A lot of times they look like zines, you know?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, here we have the reference. The Fleetwoods were an early 50s or 50s, early 60s group. Come Softly to Me was their hit. I appreciate the explanation of the jokes. There's so many references that I don't understand because of.
Well, you know what they say? Nothing makes a joke better than having it explained to you.
I know, but like also when you're reading a Mad magazine from like the 1960s or something, you know, unless
it's true.
You grew up,
they could use some footnotes for sure.
I'm going to tell Susie that. Start adding, in addition to the Surgeon General's warning, the trigger warning, let's have some footnotes in Mad Magazine explaining the jokes, explaining the yucks.
So this is probably from the 60s or 70s then.
Oh, yeah.
This is about Beatlemania.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Of course it's from the 60s.
Yeah.
I seem to recall Cracked, like, went back to the well a little bit farther than Mad. You know, usually when you picked up Mad, you wouldn't get, like, just a movie parody of some movie that came out in 1962 that no one remembered, you know, in 1990.
Yeah.
But Cracked, they would just be like, all right, how about this, you know?
Yeah.
And so you did, like, I knew what Sputnik was from reading Cracked, you know?
Mom! You're not going to believe this! The Ruskies did it!
Hey, Kyle, do you see this question for you in the comments?
In relation to Fleet?
No.
Me?
Oh, hey, Kyle, I'm a subscriber, and I'm curious which Crumb character is next on Canonically Crumb. Ooh, wait, before you answer that, can I say something?
Should we throw up a poll?
Yeah, let's throw if you have not seen it already, links to Noah Van Sciver's channel and Kyle Bridgett's channel are down in the video description. Make sure you take the time, click the link, go subscribe. Amazingly talented cartoonists, and you will learn much from both of their channels. Anyway, the floor is yours, Kyle.
So I have this show, Canonically Crumb, where we explore the comics and characters of the Crummyverse. And I sort of go through character by character. I was thinking of doing, I'm kind of torn with what I'll do next. I'm still taking another couple weeks off, but I'm leaning towards the incident at Terry Zwigoff's house from Zap 14. So I'm going to call it Rashomon at Terry Zwigoff's. And basically, like, it's in Zap, and all the Zap guys got together to have their Zap jam that they would have to finance the book. And Crumb didn't want to go. And Victor Moscoso punched him in the arm. Called him an asshole, basically. And then they all did like petty comics about it, like, you know, kind of make each other look bad.
Yeah.
And I thought that might be a fun one to do, kind of a Rashomon kind of story out of that. So I am leaning towards that, but I've got like about a dozen sort of documents going, sort of like about which one I want to do next. So, you know, it could change. It could be that. It could be something else.
Could be Salty Dog Sam.
Maybe. I don't think I'm ready to tackle any of the like hardcore blackface.
Yeah.
Even though I do think that's a character with some like is a little bit more redeemed than like.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say some of the names, but
Uh-huh.
there definitely are much worse
Yeah.
worse examples of racism there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm torn. I want to do another Mr. Natural episode. I want to do an Exactly episode.
You should stretch that out though, Kyle. You could do a lot of Mr. Natural episodes.
Well, I am. So I did the first part was pre-Zap, and then so the next one will be like Zap 1 and 2, and then I want to do the trilogy where he meets God, the devil, and then Jesus. I thought that'd be a good like sort of trilogy. As a black man, I like to see Angel Food McSpade. I really do want to do Angel Food McSpade, but like
she comes up in one of them though, doesn't she come up in Mr. Natural in that?
Yeah,
episode?
She has popped up here and there. I am going to do an Angel Food McSpade episode eventually, but that's kind of a delicate one, I feel. So I'm kind of working my way up to it, but I am also excited to do it. So. Like I have a document on my computer that's Angel Food McSpade, and every time I have an idea for it, I go in there. Or I've been flipping through the.
Hey, you can't say that.
I've been crumbing through the sketchbooks lately. So you find a lot of insights in there, sort of like his thought process behind comics. So I find stuff about Angel Food in there, and I'm like, I want to use this for sure.
I can't. That name, it's like it kills me every time I hear it.
She's a really strong character. Like it sucks because like it's awful and racist and like offensive and cruel, but she's also like such a compelling character, like that you can't help but like her.
I just can't believe that name. Like it's just so.
There's worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, sometime I want to go on and we'll do a Uncle Bob's Midlife Crisis. That's my favorite Crumb comic.
Okay, yeah.
That's a strong one. That's a good one.
Have you thought about doing like a Crumb live stream where you don't maybe go into the territory where you're like canonically Crumb, where you like do a deep dive in a character?
Well, if you're into live streams, you can just come into my regular live stream. I usually end up talking about Crumb anyway. I stream every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time in the Nostril Zone, where we listen to tunes and draw cartoons. So, links in the show description. But I often talk about Crumb there, but I want it to be a polished show. It's kind of a polished show, like. Mm-hmm.
Wait, the weekly one or the canonically
as weekly
Crumb.
As possible. Yeah. Canonically Crumb. I've got some interviews lined up, but they'll be edited down with like, graphics added in and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Wow, interviews about Crumb with other cartoonists.
Yeah, I've been talking to a couple sort of collectors right now, so there'll probably be more about collecting Crumb. So
yeah,
and then this Shane Buckley. Well, no, because that's not part of the canon. The book of
consider that non-canonical. Yeah. But I probably will do episodes about that eventually. I love Genesis. Like I've probably read it like at least 5 times. I think it's great, and I go to it all the time, like because I'm big into like mythology and like religion and stuff like that. So anytime I'm looking for anything from Genesis, that's my go-to book. I leave the King James on the shelf.
Yeah, that came up last time. Yeah, we all shared that we enjoy the biblical comics to some extent.
Yeah, that happened to me recently. I got stream got censored for a Betty Boop cartoon.
Yeah, well, and also like for you were saying on Instagram, those bastards like report you.
Yeah. I'm a little bit I'm a little gun shy on my canonically Crumb Instagram now.
Who reports you?
I don't know. Because you can have nudity, but you can't have any sex.
Oh man.
And so, but people do like all sorts of graphic stuff on Instagram. Usually people don't care.
Yeah.
But I think someone must not like me particularly and reported a couple specific comics that I posted on Instagram. So
wait, like you're not even the Crumb stuff or
no Crumb stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've had anything taken down on my main channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, and like we were talking about this last time, like people have a real hate on for Crumb. So it could be that too,
Yeah.
But,
So I'm a little more cautious about what I post on there because I don't have to start over, you know.
yeah.
What is that? ZZ Slop versus the Space Pirates? What is that supposed to be?
This is your boy, Bob Fingerman.
Oh, it is. Oh, man. So
he's in this issue?
Yeah.
he told me. I tried to get him to come on the stream tonight, but he had plans already. But yeah,
I wanted to talk to him too because
don't point your finger. That's rude. Look at you. Look how you
What?
look right now.
I'm pointing at Bob Fingerman, none of you guys. I ordered Dottie's Inferno from Heavy Metal's website. I was ordering a bunch of back issues of Heavy Metal stuff, and it didn't come. And when I emailed them, they said, "Oh, it's going out for reprinting. It'll be sent out in June." That was June of 2021. I still haven't got my comics. So,
oh my god, reach out to him.
If he had come on here, I would have brought it up. So I'm bringing it up now, even though he didn't come on.
We'll get him on here eventually. He'd be a lot of fun to talk to.
Yeah. Oh, listen. I said this half jokingly to Noah. Hold on. I'm switching to this mode. I think we might need to get a new intro for when the three of us are all on together. Just toss that around in your noggin, okay?
Yeah, we should.
Because I said it as a goof, but I really like the idea now.
Yeah. But, Bob Fingerman was Harvey Kurtzman's student.
He worked on Nuts.
Yeah, that's right. So he has a lot of great stories.
What Nuts is that? Because you had Nuts. You
Your
held
nuts.
up my
Your
nuts.
Not my nuts. Your
Okay.
Nuts.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an issue of that. If I have to
the
disappear
newer
again,
nuts,
I'll go and
not
get
the
it.
older Nuts.
Yeah, he worked on the newer one. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I flipped through it on a live stream, and I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it quite a lot. So
yeah.
Better than Mad Kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Much better. So what is ZZ Slop versus the Space Pirates? I don't know. By use of the same logic that created the rock horror movie in Cracked number 221 is another assemblage of a motley crew of egotistical rockers who try their luck in some spaced out antics in ZZ Slop versus the Space Pirates. I think this must be just an original goof. This might not be in reference to anything.
Okay.
Cracked had a recurring bit called the Cracked movie. And they would just sort of pick up randomly in the movie and do a few pages. And it was like not coherent or anything. And I think they did a bunch of sort of offshoots of that concept. So the rock movie, that sounds familiar. I guess this is just another one.
Yeah.
So.
Here we go. We got a lot of feedback. Kyle, do a censored and uncensored version of your videos to experiment. Also, I like the point. It should be a new thumbnail. I disagree. It's aggressive. Yeah, it's too aggressive.
Editing takes a lot of work. So, at some point, I will do like a non-adults only version of an episode, so I can actually people can find me. Because the adults only restriction on YouTube does hinder you.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't get...
Fingerman's early work looks so different from where he ended up,
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
How old would he have been? Well, we don't know because we don't know when this was originally published, do we?
Well, he was born in the mid 60s, I think.
1964 was his birthday. I did a little Google search on him.
Yeah, so he would have been really young when he did this.
I think most of his contributions, according to is it GCD or GDC, whatever the comic database
CGC
is.
Oh no,
maybe that's it. Yeah, that's probably it. CGC.
No, CGC is the grading one.
Okay, no. Well, whatever it is, it's like a IMDb for comics.
Yeah.
Most of his contributions are from the mid 80s.
Yeah. Okay. You know what this reminds me of right here? Did you ever read Battle Angel Alita?
I know what it is. I never read it.
I know what it is.
It's it's a manga from the 80s, and there's all these robot, bio cyborg things, and it's this looks, I don't know, stylistically like some of them. It's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. My new thing is to not insult artists who might be watching. It's a new path I'm trying to go down. But yeah, she's kind of a hottie.
Look at all the guys running. That's a great panel.
It's like that's like a little bit of a comic trope, right? Like having them all scoot away like that.
Yeah.
In unison.
Nice rhythm too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here you go. Here's a Wimble builder.
Yeah.
Is this Mike Riccigliano?
Well, I mean,
I can barely see it.
Yeah, they do such a horrible job of attributing the work to the artists and writers.
No, I don't think this is. It looks like it's like.
Want to be Sergio?
Can you zoom in a little bit more?
Yeah, there is a point where I have to. There we go. I think that's about as close as I can get.
I don't think I can tell.
This reminds me of when I was working on this Grateful Dead graphic novel. At the end of the graphic novel was a scene in Woodstock.
Yeah.
And the entire time I was working on the book, I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to draw Woodstock? Like, this is going to suck.
That's like all I want to draw is
man.
Like, busy pictures.
You should see how I dodged it, how I dodged drawing the audience. I think it was just...
I've been meaning to buy that book because I do like the Grateful Dead a lot. But
yeah. Well, hold on. Did you do it like, did you just make the panel like one of those EC Comics panels where it's like, 40% text? Then you just squeeze in a little bit of Woodstock.
I think I did like the first row of faces and then behind is this little circles. Yeah, I was not happy about doing that. I was like, oh, dude, it's gonna suck.
Dude, there's a lot of fun little faces in here.
Yeah.
So
Martin Hanford, who does Where's Waldo, he does a page in 1 month. So like a Where's Waldo page, it takes him 1 month to do.
Wow.
Those are pretty dense, though.
Yeah. How does that guy? Hold on, is he still alive?
Yeah, I believe so.
How does that work with...
I don't think he's still making stuff, though. So when I say it takes him 1 month, I mean it took him 1 month.
Yeah, but I just imagine, like, does he write out things like, oh, here's, a knight who's, being roasted alive. Here's another one who's, like, playing beach volleyball with a mace. Like,
that's how I do it. When I do, like, a busy picture, I, like, pull out my sketchbook. Usually have a theme.
Yeah.
And then I just try to come up with as many gags as I can. And then I'll like pencil out the like structure.
Yeah.
And then I'll start just laying out the gags where they fit in, and then I'll just sort of fill in the rest like off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And when you're drawing the same sort of thing over and over again, you kind of just like things just kind of come up, and you're like, oh, I'll put this guy in a diver's suit, and I'll put this guy doing this, and
yeah. Huh.
But I love it. Just no one will pay you to do it.
Unless
at least no one will pay me to do it. Yeah, well, that's it.
But here's the problem is, like, his creation eclipsed him. Nobody says, oh, look at that lovely Martin Hanford. Everybody says, where's Waldo?
Yeah, like, that's it, yeah.
Waldo is the star.
Where's Wally in the UK?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's a little bit of a bummer. But these are, like, who is this?
That's pretty great right there.
This is Severance, I think.
Did the Rolling Stones ever make an appearance in... They never really did pop culture things like music, did they? In Mad?
In Mad?
Yeah,
not as much. Cracked focused more on music, culture, comics, cartoons. A lot of things that Mad didn't, especially in the 80s and 90s. Which is probably why I liked Cracked as much as Mad.
Yeah.
There's what's
Prince Valiant.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's great. Wow.
Well, it did pop. They didn't like Frank Frazetta paint Ringo Starr for a back cover.
Oh yeah, he did. It was like a clone ad,
I
or
think
like
it was. Yeah. Look at there's Sylvester. That's classic Sylvester, and he's ugly. He's still ugly.
Man, that's terrific. I love that.
It's really interesting. Like, look at Mick Jagger. It's just like, it seems like just a sincere drawing of him, not like a caricature.
Yeah. GrewTube says he just finished reading the Keith Richards autobiography. I read that too, man. That's great. Have you guys read that?
No.
I have not read that.
Oh, it's insane. it's really worth reading. It's pretty fun.
I think the last autobiography I read was Hulk Hogan's autobiography.
Oh, okay. Was it recent or was it like some 80s thing where it's like Hulk?
It was all, I think it was like from the early 2000s or maybe like the 90s. But when I was in the Navy, somebody on my ship had it, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, we got to learn all about steroid usage, his time with Andre the Giant, and it was a pretty entertaining read.
Yeah, they should update it though, because it'd be even more entertaining now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, with all the Gawker stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to relive any of that though.
Yeah.
But that was a shampoo commercial.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Jack Davis did the ugliest Sylvester P. Smythe. Who is this? Is this
That's probably
Bill
true.
Ward again?
Yeah. He looks like he's like full goblin mode, you know?
Yeah. Look at it's Sergio Aragones. Is that offensive? I don't know.
I don't know if they knew each other actually. Because I mean they might have just from being in like working on comics in New York.
Yeah.
But like Severin would have been out of Mad by the time Sergio got there.
Yeah. Is that who this is? This is all John Severance stuff?
This is Severin, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'd say 99% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lived not too far from me in Colorado, Severin. And I always wanted to go visit him. I never did. And then one time, Gary Groth came to visit Colorado to interview his widow. And I tried to go along, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great. Let me try and bring you along." And then he asked her, and she's like, "No, nobody's allowed in my house." She was like really old at this point. I think she had like diabetes, like I think her legs were gone or something, and like it was like a crazy situation. So I wasn't allowed in, but I was dying to go in there and swipe some art.
Yeah. It's like, well, one of the interesting things is like a lot of those old timers like are reachable. And I forget who, there was like some story about like some guy who befriended like Groucho Marx or something. Like he came to Hollywood like to become famous, but he was like, I'll just look up Groucho Marx while I'm here, and like befriended him. I think it was Groucho Marx. I get my stories all screwed up.
Well, he was probably pretty lonely at that point, right?
Yeah. And it's like, well, all my friends are dead.
Yeah.
Nobody's
all my many
me to
Marx
parties.
brothers are dead.
Yeah, I've run out of brothers. Yeah.
Who's your favorite Marx brother?
I was like abusing him.
Wait, what?
Groucho Marx like was married to this woman who was like abusing him towards
for
the end of his life.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That's sad.
Yeah. My favorite Marx brother, maybe was Zeppo, the one that was like an Italian stereotype.
Zeppo was the straight man.
Oh, oh no, Chico.
Yeah,
Chico, that's who you're thinking of. He was the one who like played the piano and like he like really like in an entertaining vaudeville kind of way.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
they were so great.
He
Chico.
probably is the best. He's really good.
Yeah.
Chico
like
is really good.
Because there's this part of me that's just I can't stand Italians. And
What the fuck? I'm Italian, you son of a bitch.
Van
Mamma
Sciver?
mia!
No, my last name is not Italian, but I am Italian. That's all right. He left again.
No, I don't feel bad
That's a
about that
spicy
one.
meatball.
I stand by that one.
That's all right. I don't care.
You know, what are you gonna do?
His prejudice against Italians outweighs his caring for the show.
Oh my God. Anyway. Oh, hey-o. Oh, hey. I don't know what that was in reference.
What are you? What
What am I?
Oh,
Oh, my last name is McInerney. I can put it together.
Wait, I've been saying McKinnery.
Yeah. No, you've been fucking up.
McInerney.
Yeah. No, I'm Irish. Wait, what? Are you making fun of my name?
McInerney.
Listen, guys. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. All right. I've heard it all for years and years.
Yeah, that was Ernie's first boyfriend, Mac. before he settled down with Bert.
Yeah, Mac.
Mac and Ernie.
Mac. Yeah, well, Mac was in Ernie. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
No way, Ernie's the top.
No, power bottom at best. Anyway, yeah, actually, that one never came up in elementary school. That's kind of a new one.
There you go.
So
that's why Kyle gets the big bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because my kid watches Bert and Ernie all the time.
Oh, okay.
And you can't help but just think of them fucking nonstop.
Oh my God. He watches this show. It's like a claymation Bert and Ernie show called Bert and Ernie's Great Adventures. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's just all innuendos, like all like homoerotic, which I'm all about. I'm all for. I think it's great. But like,
everybody knows that. Yeah.
It's very clear they're gay.
Yeah.
Who?
Bert and Ernie.
Oh, I don't know about that. Hey, listen to this though. What was that? Listen, what was the one? This is, I'm obviously writing down things that I need to remember.
Well, you guys wait a second. You can't use a Sharpie. It's going to bleed through to your comic.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's cracked. He doesn't care.
That is a good point.
I'm throwing this in the fire after this. What is that? What was that thing we were talking about with
Italians?
No. Yeah, the fucking Italians. No, with Sesame Street with the guy in the cup, the strong. What was this?
He's a little super guy.
Little super guy. Okay, I got to remember that because I forgot it again.
Little super guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, dude.
It sound like that, but he had like a little, like deep voice.
Yeah, and he had the little flat cap.
Yeah.
It was too much, man. I was overwhelmed with nostalgia when I remembered that. When you guys, who told me? You told me. Anyway. Look at Dick Clark. I don't know.
Yeah, it's great artwork. And that last...
I'm guessing that's probably Severance again.
Beautiful.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's amazing. Those 2 pages.
Yeah.
That's great.
It almost looks, you know what? I mean, it's, I don't know. This is like, just because I have to talk about Mad Magazine. Some of these panels, they remind me of like the level of artwork you get from like George Woodbridge. You know, like, I don't know. For some reason, like this right here reminds me of George Woodbridge.
That's an interesting comparison. I can see that where there's like that sort of level of like hatching, and like texture. Woodbridge is much more like a 19th century like artist, basically. Like he looks like a Gustave Doré or whatever.
Oh,
more almost than like a mad cartoonist.
Yeah.
But he's very funny. Like his artwork's great. It's funny. It's kind of creepy. Yeah. But like his hatching is just like next level. George Woodbridge.
I'll say this. This is the issue that I'm doing. I filmed it for tomorrow. And there's a George Woodbridge where he's illustrating stories from the Bible. And
okay, yeah.
It's like some of the best work I've ever seen from him in Mad Magazine. It's amazing. Just the level of detail. It's like next level. But anyway.
I wonder what those originals are.
For Cracked or George Woodbridge?
No, for this one that we're looking at now, because I wouldn't mind buying those.
What is it?
They're floating around.
You like so much about it? Like what is?
I just think it's beautiful. It's like really put together well. I don't know. It's dense. It's like interesting to look at. Yeah. All the faces are nice and everything. The figures are nice. I don't know. I just like it.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens, right? Like it's just I like how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a reason.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Crumb and Genesis, did you know that he drew Genesis on the back of old like romance comics from the 50s? Kyle, you probably knew that, right?
What do you mean?
he couldn't get the quality of Bristol board that he needed for that to make that book.
I didn't know that.
So he bought a stack of original comic pages by like nobody artists from like the 50s, maybe earlier than that, and just drew on the opposite side of those pages because they just don't make Bristol like that anymore.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Imagine being one of those artists when you're making that and having no idea that a much better artist is so good they can flip over your work and do a drawing on the back.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Oh my god.
I went to this show. They exhibited every page from Genesis at this museum in Portland when I was passing through town there in 2011. It was incredible to like walk through. Every page was on the wall and just walk through and look at it. Amazing.
What? Wow. When was that?
I think it was. I'm almost positive it was 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I would love to see that.
There was tons of people there at the time. It's incredible.
It's fantastic work. Again, I consider it non-canonical, but.
Mm-hmm. But like all the Bristol board was like yellow, because it's really old.
Yeah.
It's like everything like looks like he drew it a long time ago, but it's just the paper that he was using.
And he was like sort of like retreated away in like a cabin that like Aline rented for him.
Yeah.
I read like Fantagraphics had put out like a big thick book.
Yeah, the Comics Journal.
Yeah, Comics Journal. Yeah. It was like it was almost like a cube.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up I bought it and read it when I went to Paris for a few weeks. And but I ditched it because it was too big in my suitcase.
Oh man, well you can still pick it up. I actually, it's funny. My wife just used it to prop up her computer when she was working at home the other day. I actually had that on my mind. I was like, oh yeah,
it's funny.
But he said he got like $150,000 to do that book, and he used, it was like every penny of it was spent by the time he was finished with it.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. But I bet you he's like that book's been pretty successful. So I bet you he's making money on the back end.
Yeah, definitely. And they'll keep that in print for a long time.
Forever, probably.
Yeah.
What book?
Genesis.
Oh, Genesis. All right. I got distracted by the chat. Yeah. I hope they keep it in print forever. That is like, it's a masterpiece.
Well, it gets used as like a teaching aid in like theology schools and stuff like that.
Oh.
So I really thought after he did that, other sort of artists from sort of his generation were going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to do Exodus and I'm going to do Romans or whatever. But didn't really happen.
Yeah.
There is something really, it's what's cool about it. And like, I like how sincere it feels. Like it doesn't feel like,
it's a sincere illustration job. I mean,
well, he wasn't raised an atheist. He was raised in the church. I think he was Catholic.
Raised Catholic. Yeah.
So it's like there is feeling behind working on something like that. So it is meaningful more than if it was just some atheist who's like, I'm gonna show the world how stupid this stuff is by drawing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't treat it like that at all.
Yeah, he treats it very, very seriously, and there's like little details, like when God casts out Adam and Eve, there's like the it's not an angel, but it's like this being guarding Eden with this flaming sword, and it's like he wouldn't, like, somebody who wasn't familiar with it or wasn't maybe sincere about the endeavor probably wouldn't include a detail like that because it's like a very small detail to it's like one line of it.
I think when you're doing a project like that, though, you're looking for anything interesting to keep you motivated.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many like just begats. That's got to get a little tiresome, But then when it's like, oh, there's like a monster with a flaming sword that spins around, it's like, well, that's something you can sink your teeth into,
Oh, yeah, that is a good point.
So we could do Revelation. I think that would be a good.
I'm surprised that one hasn't been done.
Yeah. Deuteronomy would make a hilarious comic.
I think that might be the oldest one of the books, like in terms of writing.
What, Deuteronomy?
I think so, yeah.
No, it would probably not be Deuteronomy because that is the second law, right? Deutero meaning two.
Yeah, but I mean the
nomos
books, the names
meaning
came
word.
later. The names
Huh?
came later, right? The
Oh.
names came later, though.
Yeah. Oh, look at. He said in an interview that the editor noticed contradictions in the illustrations, and Crumb said he did exactly what was said in the book and how it was worded.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you don't notice when you're reading it, right? Like when you're reading it, you just kind of skip over it. But when it's illustrated, you're like, I just saw this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a
Well, yeah,
recap.
like the creation is told twice in the Bible.
Yeah.
And it's told different ways each time. Yeah. Crumb stayed true to how the text was written. Hi, Dalton. Oh, wait. Hey, Noah, we should, during the last live stream, we made some plans that involve you. So I hope you're cool with that. Playing the Mad board game.
Oh, okay.
We're I'm trying to plan that out. So if that's, I mean, if you'd be interested in joining us.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it'll be a live stream playthrough. Cool. See who can lose their money fastest.
Did you say there was like an online version of it you found?
Yeah, well, my buddy did. My buddy, while the stream was going on, I forgot to follow up on that. But yeah, so that way, like, we could keep track and like all go to a website, and then the overview would be the board, so people can look at that beautiful thing and have our faces like beside it or something.
You know, the big problem with the Mad board game, aside from the fact that I seem to recall it's not very good, is...
No! What? Hold on. It is. It's really good.
Sergio's not there yet.
Yeah, but it's a fun game.
Is it? I mean, I seem to recall it was not fun when I played it. But, I mean, I'm interested to play again. I know you have to get rid of your money. That's the point of it.
Yeah, and then there's like these nonsense rules. Like if you roll with... if you don't roll with your left hand, you're like punished. And
how does that work on the online version?
Good point. I don't know.
Maybe you gotta right click.
Yeah. If you click with the wrong hand, then you're out. You get $200 or something. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of want to look at. Well, first off, this guy. Who's this guy? Howard Nostrand. Know who he reminds me of is like one of my favorite artists from Mad, Bill Clark or Bob Clark. Bill Clark.
Huh.
He's got like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But these are awesome. I love this style of artwork.
Oh yeah, that's where I know him from. He did a bunch of horror comics in the 50s.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was an inker on Bob Powell's comics.
Oh, he's cheating.
Wow.
He's looking this up online.
Yeah. That's not off the top of my head, yeah, but
Yeah.
The guy we're looking at right now was an inker on Bob Powell.
yeah.
My God, it really was the end of your career.
Yeah, and all these guys were like, I was thinking the little Cozy Nostrum. All these guys were all washed up, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't make any money, you know, even though they were working on like comics that if they had kept copies of them in this point of the 80s, they could have retired.
This guy inked Wall of Flesh. Bob Powell.
Probably that. I think that book was that Tomb of Terror that was in.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I just have it in a bunch of collections. I love that story. Bob Powell's great.
Yeah, I don't know if he inked that one, but
I'm not sure I've heard of Bob Powell.
I have one of his Craig Yo collections not too far away from me.
Look at this. I love this lady.
She's got the bedpan.
Oh, okay. I thought it was delicious soup that she was carrying.
It was.
It was. Didn't see more.
Speaking of bedpans, I have to go use mine. I will be right back.
All right, I'm kicking you out. Wait, no, I'm gonna leave the chair empty because then I never noticed when he comes back. Then he has to like sit for 5 minutes.
We can look at all his books on the shelf.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this.
Look at that. That shelf just looks like it's just gonna fall over. Like it's just a bunch of buckets stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, they're like milk crates up there.
They're all
he was-
leaning.
Yeah, like these ones fell last week. These
Really?
fell last. Yeah, and he was like, "Fuck it."
He's got children, so it's like, how is he?
I
That's
don't
so
know.
terrifying.
He must lock the door or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, look, he has this nice drafting table though.
I'm jealous of that. Yeah,
Yeah. Do you mostly work with pen and ink, or
yeah.
are you?
That's
yeah.
all I work with. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I like the pen and ink drawings. Like I like to think also that I can tell the difference, you know, like if I'm reading a comic. And like sometimes I can because people don't try to hide it, but other times it's like, what the fuck do I know? Like
I can tell. I can always tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like rule out my pages like on that little table that's slanted up, and then I just after they're ruled out, I just take them over to the flat table and draw them. I don't like working at an angle like that.
Yeah. I mean, is that like just all ergonomics, or like
What about
is
your
that
neck?
why?
Yeah,
I had to get a drawing table because I was getting in so much pain.
Oh wait, could you hear us the whole time?
Yeah, I have my headphones in.
Oh, okay.
By the way, the shelf didn't fall over. Some of the books fell over.
well, shelf's
old
gonna
girl,
fall over
she's-
soon, man.
This old girl, she's tough as nails.
Is
Yeah.
that bolted to the wall?
Hmm?
Are those bolted
No.
to the wall? No.
No.
Yeah.
No. All the weight of the books holds them pretty steady.
He's in new dad mode, man. He's like worried.
Yeah, my
All the-
wife told me we got to do that. We have to bolt all.
Well, he's
the
not allowed
books.
in here. All the rooms he goes in, everything's baby proofed.
Okay.
I mean, he's pretty smart, so I don't think anything's proofed, but he's not allowed in here, so.
I'm gonna have to get to that. But we have those like giant IKEA bookshelves, you know, like the giant.
Oh yeah, bolt those
Yeah.
to the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
But
those
my
are all-
kids never tried to climb them or anything, so
Yeah.
I mean, we bolted them for nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what you think is like. Well, they're not gonna try. They never try when I'm around. My daughter, do you know what? Like, my other kid reminded me of this. It was like fall. She left the house. She was like 2 or 3 years old, and she just opened the door and walked out. And like it was one of those moments where we were like, "Hey, I'm gonna run to the bathroom." My wife was, I don't know, doing the dishes or something, and our kid escaped, and we see her. And she's like walking down the driveway, and my wife takes off, and she's like, "Stop, Merritt, stop!" And Merritt looks back, smiles, and then just books it into the street.
God.
like, ah,
Man.
My kid would do that for sure, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't give him the chance.
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
And now she's
One of
5,
my
and
sisters,
She's
one
like,
of my
"Why don't you
sisters,
trust me?"
unattended. One of my sisters, when they were unattended, drowned a bunch of kittens in the bath. Awful.
God.
Yeah, I was very upset. I was like 6 years old.
What the hell?
I was way into the kittens, and then like, you know,
Was your sister's
like
name
they weren't-
Annabelle?
I have 4 sisters, so I won't say which one it was, but
Jesus,
Yeah,
he loves the kittens getting killed.
he's a sick puppy. He likes suicide jokes. He likes kittens being
I
drowned.
don't like it. I don't like it. I don't believe
Imagine how I felt. I love those kittens.
that's
All right, I got a
unbelievable.
question for you guys though. I was thinking about this the other day. How old were you when you started just like roaming the neighborhood on your own as a kid?
Oh,
5 or 6,
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think I was like 5
maybe
years
even
old.
younger, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have been 4, but yeah, I was thinking about it like, God damn, nobody even cared. I just like walking around the neighborhood by myself. I was pretty little, you know?
yeah. I think I may have been a little older. Like when I was 5, I don't really remember things until I was a little older, to be honest. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But we lived kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah.
Yeah, you were allowed to just walk around in the woods.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I went to specific places, so I don't think I really just wandered around though. I think it's like go to a friend's house, go to the park. You know, usually I had friends like across the street or down the street or whatever.
Yeah.
Little cozy John Wayne Casey. What? Is it in reference to the kittens? I didn't kill the kittens.
I
cried about it. I wept for the kittens.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of questions about that still.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, it's just my parents weren't keeping a close eye on her. She was probably 3 or 4.
And she was like, I'm going to give him a bath or something.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
she went
God.
and turned on the bath and started, bathing the kittens. My parents came in, saved a couple of them.
Oh, that's so horrible.
That's really awful.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
I had a guinea pig as a pet when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My friend came over and stepped on it.
Ooh.
Stepped on the guinea pig, killed it.
Oh my God. Please say it was accidental.
He said it was an accident. I don't know.
But he was wearing cleats, so.
Yeah, exactly. He was wearing high heels on.
The incident was preceded by, check this out. Oh my God. Guys, this is a family show. This is supposed to be a family show.
This is a family story.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hey, who is this?
With John Pound.
This I don't know. You'd have to zoom in some more.
I can't imagine, because John Pound was a legitimate garbage pail kid, right?
Yeah.
Was he at this point, or was he a later one?
I feel like he was the guy, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Could this be Bill Ray?
Not him. Oh my God.
I can't tell.
Yeah. Simon Legbone. I don't know. That doesn't even make sense.
Simon Legbone.
I like the Flat Boys. That's pretty good.
Idol.
Yeah.
David Bowtie.
Hey, the hard thing about
no.
Flat Boys.
Is that Milk Sugar?
Those are pretty good.
ABCDEFGHIJKLL Cool J.
This is some good writing on these.
It is. Fat Benatar.
Bruce Springsteen. I can't say that. Bruce Springsteen.
But I mean, the weird thing about this is that it's just their own version of it, right? It's like, it's totally, it's kind of hard to parody a parody, but they're just doing it better.
Yoko.
There's like a half dozen Instagram accounts that do this now.
Oh, really?
Magic Marker Art, that's a good one.
Oh, okay. Here we go. John Pound was the OG artist for GPK. The GPK killer. Wait, I don't understand what that's about.
Because we're a family show.
What? You don't understand what the GPK killer is a reference to?
No, I made that joke. I made the GPK killer joke. Yeah, but this, I didn't get this. But it's the Adam Family Show. Because it's a family show.
Ah.
Yeah. No, it's very good. I like that. Whoa, I like these ones.
Who's this?
I have no idea. Oh, wait, it's Bob Fingerman.
Wow. Getting a lot of work.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, this is obviously a lot of time has passed since that ZZ Top in Space thing. Because this is like totally different.
But it's still so different from his style now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
like you can say this is Fingerman, and you can see where like some of the proportions, like those big hands.
Yeah.
But
man, this is cool. Look at that. Well, I'm glad I didn't start with shit talking. This is like some classic Mad lettering, right?
Yeah.
Like that looks like some EC lettering. That's a fun comic.
Mm-hmm. That was reprinted a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened in that?
All
Did
right,
he-
so
He
the gentleman.
stuck it to his foot or what?
Oh no, so he pokes it, blam, and then it deflates.
Oh, the moon does. Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. The moon. Oh, look at. Oh, I get a poster. New Kids on the Blockbuster.
So is that Fitzgerald?
I don't know. Oh yeah, Fitzgerald. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's signed right there.
Yeah. He's awesome.
He
All
is
right, we got. Listen, it's like 1:26. 120 by 1:26. I mean 1 hour and 26 minutes into the thing. Should we shift over to that issue you guys wanted to look at?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Because this is a 100-pager. This is going to take forever. What
Yeah.
is it? Andrew Goldfarb sent me an issue of Cracked, and Bob Fingerman did a parody of Pee-wee's Playhouse, and his style has changed dramatically. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Pete. I forgot Pete. Sorry, Pete. Oh, yeah, the cover. I'm going to hang that
Is
up.
Pete in Freaky now?
I don't know. Let's do a Freaky plug.
I have a comic for Freaky. I wish that Andrew Goldfarb would accept, but
Did he reject it, or did you not send it in?
I don't have his email address and his contact info.
Oh, we got to get you that.
I do have one. I have a 3-pager that I think would be good for Freaky
Well,
if he liked it.
we'll make that happen.
All right.
Like I have some fucking
Yeah.
bull.
Dalton, you should do that, please.
No, I said I'll make it happen, Dalton. Don't steal my thunder. This counts as me making it happen. Go ahead, Dalton. Send him a DM.
What was the last issue of Freaky? When did it come out?
I think there's an issue just about to come out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in
So
April.
the last one came out like whatever 6 months ago.
Do you have anything in there, Kyle?
I not in the last one, but in this one I have 2 pages.
Is this the one you guys wanted?
Yes.
Whoa, did something happen?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did hear like a noise, like a
Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay.
could be the FBI or listening in.
Ooh, good. Hey, how about this? Pete, we need you. Where can we see your artwork now?
I think he's maybe in Freaky now. There was
Pete
like
Fitz-
a new
hold on, Pete
there was like a cracked
Fitzgerald.
artist in the latest Freaky. For some reason I thought was Fitzgerald, but
Here we
maybe I'm
go.
thinking of
Peter
someone else.
Fitzgerald. He's a politician now. Handsome devil. I don't know. Go to the Senate, bro. That's where you can find him. Oh, wait. Here we go. Mort Todd gave me the New Kids cover assignment. I did a couple of idea sketches. They liked both, so they used idea number 2 as that chopping block cover inside. Oh, I just put that one away. I'm not in Freaky.
Hey,
No,
I'm thinking
lots.
there's some cracked artists that's in Freaky that was in the last one. There was another one of these cracked artists that I loved as a kid,
Yeah.
but I was too stupid to read their name. You know, like I didn't care because I was like 9, 8, 9.
Yeah.
But for some reason I thought it was Fitzgerald. Must be someone else.
Yeah. Well, hey, Pete, if you have any like social media stuff, like where you're posting your artwork and everything, I don't know, like they're weird about links if you're not like an approved poster or whatever, but you could always like DM me on Instagram or something. And yeah, do that, please. All right. Look at this. This is the one you guys wanted, right?
Yeah.
This is the one. This is if the last one was the people's choice. This is
The critics' choice.
the critics. Oh, that's even better than what I was going to say.
There we go. You got close right off the bat.
Look at that. Holy smokes.
Oh yeah.
Hold on,
That's
What's he
great that you
signing?
have that.
What's he signed? He's got a pen name in Cracked.
Would he sign this? Is that what you asked?
Gillespie. something something Gillespie, right?
O'Brien and
yeah,
Gillespie.
Yeah.
That's the ugly family.
They're uglier in black and white.
I love that it's in color though. I really like it in color.
Yeah,
You would have had to paint that.
his color sensibility is really great.
So what was the story with that? He wanted to collect all the Ugly Family comics, and the warehouse that housed all the artwork for it had some kind of SARS threat, and they wound up burning all the artwork or something that was in there.
I didn't know that. Oh, that sucks.
And so that's why there's no like Ugly Family collection or something like that.
That sucks because he's like really important. Like you don't really want anything to be lost.
Yeah.
You know, because he's the kind of artist that like, you know, they're going to be talking about 100 years from now. You know.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
It'll be like You, Me, and Him. And
That's
Crumb.
right. Yeah, that's right.
And Pete Fitzgerald. There'll be a whole religion based on us.
Oh man.
Somebody will illustrate the beginning of your book.
They were ugly, that family.
They were.
So there you go. Sylvester P. Smythe, justice-minded janitor. They've got him as here.
Oh yeah, there you go. Hold on, I want to read this. There's a kid I read rumors.
Stosh Gillespie.
Fleetwood Mac in Comic Scene magazine, and they were working on an Ugly Family cartoon show.
I would have watched that as a kid.
Yeah,
sure.
look at that Rick Alter guy in there.
Oh yeah, he's another kind of reactionary kind of guy.
Stosh Gillespie. That was the name that he used.
Yeah. What do you mean by reactionary, Rick Alter guy?
Just like kind of like right wing, kind of a, you know, wants to return to like kind of like an earlier time of like the kind of more of like that's kind of like Leave It to Beaver kind of like sensibility. I mean, he's not quite like that much of a social conservative, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You've read his
art, just based on his art style.
No, based on his politics, his personal politics.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
If you go talk to him on Facebook,
okay.
He was definitely a Trump supporter.
Okay.
You know, right wing kind of guy.
I love Doofus, the Doofus on. Do you remember that comic Rick Alter got?
Yeah, it's like he's like a big, like kind of like hairy guy with a five. Yeah, but he's wearing like the little Lord Fauntleroy outfit.
Oh, hold on, let me hold that up.
This book is really funny though, man.
He is a really funny cartoonist.
Yeah, it's
the definitive collection.
Yeah,
of the greatest adventures in Flower Town, USA.
Yeah, and it's got an introduction by Dan Clowes.
That's cool.
Well, there you go. They were both at Cracked at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good book.
I really like this, the Cesar Romero. Right? That has to be him.
Yeah, it looks like it.
There was no other.
No mustache, though.
Joker at the time. Or in 88, I guess there was a Joker at the time, but who cares? That Joker was forgettable.
Don Martin was there at the time, too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that another guy who is like basically blind towards the end of his career?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I often find myself laughing at like his Cracked comics more than his Mad comics, but I don't know if it's just something about them. I don't know. Usually when I say that, though, they're not very funny.
Yeah. But yeah, Angel, that's what we said. That's how we started it off, I'm pretty sure. I think Noah pointed that out. His nom de plume. I mean, why I know like why some of the people in this magazine used pen names. You know, it's because they were like moonlighting from Mad Magazine. But like, why would Dan Clowes?
I know why. Do you want? Well, I'll tell you the answer why.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mort Todd was Daniel Clowes' roommate at the time. Mort Todd got the job at Cracked, became the editor of Cracked, or one of the editors of Cracked. Mm-hmm. Dan had tried to submit artwork to Cracked, and they said, "We don't like this guy's work. We don't want him in there."
Yeah.
Dan just changed it. He came up with that fake name and submitted his work again. And they were like, "This is great work. We love this." And they published it because they were just all like really incompetent, apparently.
Yeah.
So that's why
that's a story I would have told too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
True.
That's so crazy though. Who preceded Mort Todd as the editor there? Was it Dick Culpa?
No, he was a fall. Well, there was, is it Cliff Mott? Does he follow Mort Todd, and then Dick Culpa's like at the end of the 90s, early 2000s?
Oh, okay.
Like if you ever see any like pictures of like the really bad like early 2000s digital artwork covers of Cracked, that's the Dick Culpa era.
Okay.
There's still some good stuff in there. Like it still would be better if it existed, but it definitely is not as good.
Be better if it existed.
Don Orheck.
Cracked was like a good website there for a second, right? Didn't it become like a humor website?
But they sold the name, so it wasn't really Cracked. It was like some media company that bought it, and then
yeah. There's no connection really.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing, or is that over that Cracked website?
There might be something there, but it's certainly not getting the views that it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people got their start there. Like, I forget the name of the author, but John Dies at the End. He wrote that book. Like he started there writing articles and
yeah.
They
were funny. They had good lists.
Paul Lakin. I was before Lakin. Wait, are all the viewers right now former Cracked employees?
I posted the link to the stream in the a couple of Cracked Facebook groups, and there's a lot of like Cracked guys in there.
Yeah, holy smokes!
Is Riccigliano listening?
Yeah, Mikey, where are you?
Knight was on here. Was in this issue too.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see his contribution.
Yeah. All right, hold on. After Mort Todd left, Lou Silverstone. Why am I hearing my own voice? Cliff is art director with Mort Todd. All right.
I love that there's all these Cracked guys watching. There's like...
I know, and they're like, who is this asshole? Yeah. You know, I'm just an asshole. That's who I am. Don Orheck.
This is Don Orheck. Yeah.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me, this style, I feel like I've seen this before, but in, I don't know, like a newspaper strip. Like it sort of reminds me of that, like a style of newspaper strip.
I think he was also in Crazy.
Okay.
But he's in like every issue of Cracked. He had a big run.
Yeah.
He did all the shut-ups. That was kind of like their snappy answers.
Yeah. I hired Mike.
Riccigliano, yeah.
Yeah. There he is. Action approved by Saboteurs. Spies and Sabs, right? He did the Spies.
I was really impressed with those as a kid. I really loved the Spies and Sabs. There was one where they show you how to draw the Sabs, like step by step, and man, I used to draw them all the time.
Yeah. Dude, whenever they had that, it would say like just these steps, and it's like I would always follow the steps, and it always looked like shit.
I like that art style.
There's a lot of erasing.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
What did you say, Noah?
Oh, I like that art style. Like some of the those panels look pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Like kind of loose cartooning.
Yeah, there's like I like the loose style. I feel like Paul Coker kind of has that, where it's like, I mean, he's not as detailed as Orheck is, but like that feels really loose. But what I really go nuts over is like that Nystrom guy and
Nostrum
guy.
This is Riccigliano.
Yeah, and Bob Clark, because it's just like where it just feels like, I don't know, they just do like one line and it's perfect. And then, like to do a fold, it just like kind of curves in just the right way. I really like that. I'm very impressed.
No wasted marks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
This guy did like he's like basically their Sergio Aragonés, which is like not doing either of them any credit to say that, but that's sort of the role that he filled there.
Yeah.
And like some Cracked issues you'd pick up and he'd have like, it'd feel like 15 pages in them.
What's going on with these cartoons, man? They're hilarious. Like,
I was not a fan of Spies and Sabs, but like this stuff that he would do, which is like, basically, a mad look at sports, right?
yeah.
But I enjoyed these. I don't listen. Some feedback. I don't think Mike has seen a pool table though.
Yeah. That's right. Have you guys ever seen that magazine that in the English? It's from England. It's called the Beano.
Yeah.
It's like their version of, I guess, like Mad or something. I mean, it's like a humor magazine that comes out.
The Beano.
Yeah, that would be fun just to get some copies of that and just goof on them. Just
Yeah.
look through them on a live stream.
Well, yeah, I need to like start buying more stuff because like I'm running out of non-mad material to do on live streams. The other thing is there was like another British one, Viz.
Oh yeah. That'd be fun.
I need to pick up. I want to pick up some of those.
Isn't that the one I pointed out to you? Oh,
Probably.
you said non-British one, Viz.
No, I think isn't Viz a British one?
Yeah, but there's also like a Japanese American.
So the Beano is older than Mad.
Beano is old, I think. Yeah.
38.
All right, where do we see it? Oh, okay.
Somebody sent me some copies of it, and I looked through. I was like really excited. I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be great." I just did not. I didn't get it. It went over my head. I don't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't into it.
You are remembering that, right? Nostra and Bob Clark, really slick brushwork. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's okay. Done with a brush. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of like little, like there's something about Rick Higliano where it's like his approach to comic layouts and stuff are just like they're not what you'd expect. It's like he'd never seen a comic before or something. And he just everything he like took a different approach. I find him a very interesting artist.
Would you because you brought up Duck Edwing last 2
I like
weeks
Duck
ago.
Edwing too, yeah.
Yeah, but like, and you were talking about Duck Edwing as like, there's things about the way he draws that seem like he's not like a formally taught artist. And
I don't know. Well, with Rick Higliano, if you go back to like some really older cracks that he's in, his work doesn't look anything like this. It looks like much more polished, much more realistic. He almost like looks like an artist who got a head injury or something, and then like his work completely changed. Or like lost a hand and had to do it with his left hand or something.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not the same as Edwing, whereas Edwing feels more like a writer who took up cartooning.
Yeah. All right. I bought a copy of Viz on a London trip and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I gotta hit up eBay, man. You guys, I've been on strike. Did I tell you that?
Why?
Because my union went on strike.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like from like hitting up eBay.
Oh. No, the teachers union in Minneapolis went on strike, so I've like not been working for 3 weeks.
Oh my god!
So I think I gotta chill. I shouldn't.
You know what you should do?
Yet. Yeah,
you should make a fold-in protest sign.
Well, I think we might be settling, but if we don't, I'll do that. Look at he was a sports artist in Buffalo.
He did a lot of sports stuff in Cracked. I could see that.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, I'm going to ask you a big favor right now. So you were an editor. What was the history of the editors? Just like you said, like so-and-so came first, then me, but like if you could just do like a list so I can visualize and imagine where everybody falls.
All right, let's keep turning pages here because I want to see what Milton Knight did. And
I want to look at. Look at this Altergot stuff though. This is beautiful, and he's using duotone.
It's amazing artist, man. It's so good.
Holy smokes! This is like, yeah. Look at this.
Last time I was at the Fantagraphics office, the editor there showed me a new graphic novel that Altergot had just finished. They just had like a galley of it, And I sat and was like looking through it, and it was like it looked great. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll read this when it comes out. And that was like 5 years ago, and the book has never come out. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Keep waiting.
I wonder if it was the Trump supporting thing.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen any of that. So I guess I just don't follow his social media. But yeah, maybe.
Dude, this is really good. I have not heard of this guy. I'm not familiar with his artwork, but this is like amazing stuff.
I feel like he was pretty big at the end of the 90s and early 2000s. You know, like in Fantagraphics especially. I think he might have done Altergot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. I love it. What else has he done besides this? Doofus. Oh, the book you were just holding up.
And then he did a comic with his wife called Raisin Pie.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Married to Ariel Bordeaux. So female cartoonist is really great.
I think he did some Eros books too when Fantagraphics had that imprint.
Mm-hmm.
Eros. That's the god of lovin', right?
Yeah, it was like
Fertility
Fantagraphics, like erotic art line, like erotic comic line.
Yeah.
Which a lot of it was like not very erotic. I think actually like even id was published through Eros.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. It must have had something to do with distribution, where they would, what publication they would put, like what label they would put on a book.
My father was the founder of Cracked, Robert C. Spruill.
Oh, so Bill Spruill was probably right before Mort Todd, I would guess then.
Maybe. This is Bill. I'm gonna get in touch with you. This is the number.
That's why you gotta hang out on Facebook.
This is why I need to hang out, but I'm so bad at Facebook, and it's like it takes so much effort, you guys. And if you haven't noticed, this channel is a low effort channel. Like that's so. Like I'm not, I'm just doing what I like to do. So it's yeah. I'm not going on Facebook.
Who's doing the Ebenezer Scrooge thing?
I don't know.
Zoom in there.
Yeah, I'll zoom in. Well, you can't see it from like 5 feet away. I don't see any signatures.
Oh, this isn't. I don't think this is Orhek. This is the other. I think there's another Don guy that has like a weird, like Polish last name or something.
Wait. Maybe this isn't. Is it Finnis? Is that his signature?
No,
I thought he was
Finnish.
just saying.
That's Finny.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, and I was like, well, that'd be a weird name.
No, this is another guy who I don't think this is Orhek. Or maybe it is. There's a couple guys that are really similar in Cracked that I think have the initial D.
Initial D.
Like first initial D.
I thought you were talking about that old cartoon from Japan. About drift car racing?
Vampire Hunter D.
Ooh. Here we go. So we sold it in 1985. Lycan and then Todd.
Okay.
Did the C stand for Cracked? What? Oh, C.
In Robert C.
All right, there we go. Jeez Louise, I'm slow today. Who are you looking for? Oh, here's
some more Klaus.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
It looks so different than when it's painted.
Yeah, but you can see the quality just really jump up. All of a sudden, like you're interested in what like, what is this comic? This looks good.
I love the hair on Dick Tracy's arm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's amazing.
Well, so who is O'Brien?
I don't know.
Did he sign it O'Brien?
Well, it says O'Brien and Gillespie.
Oh.
So maybe he was just pretending to be two people? Was he not the writer?
Maybe someone wrote the Ugly Family? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is actually like a weird kind of ugly family episode.
Love that.
It's so good. Ooh.
I hate these like little growths all over.
Oh yeah.
It's so
It was
disgusting.
really uncomfortable comic to read.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid being grossed out by it. And like having grown up in the era of gross out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun era, all the gross out stuff. Do you remember Gak from Nickelodeon?
Yeah, like the what was it exactly? It was like it's sort of like the slime that kids are obsessed with now.
Oh, they're back in the slime's back.
Oh,
Is
dude.
it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you get. I mean, I work in an elementary. God damn it! Why is anyway? So it's like I'm hip to all like the things that kids are into. Yeah, so they make this slime out of laundry detergent and glue, and so they just put stuff in it. And I think it's like Gak. But I remember Gak, but I don't remember exactly like what the texture was.
Oh, I kind of
It
remember.
was a little bit more rubbery.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more rubbery than like what you would get with a Ninja Turtle or something.
Oh yeah.
Like that was
Ninja
like a
Turtle
really runny
ooze.
slime.
Yeah.
Gak
Yeah.
was more.
But it wasn't like Silly Putty. It was less firm than Silly Putty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they started with Silly Putty, and then they came out with Gak, and then they made Floam.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
Then they came out with a thing that was just Silly Putty, but they had a different name for it. And I remember by that point I was like 10 or something, and I was like, "This is just the first thing they had."
Do you remember? Did you guys like? Were you into the real Ghostbusters? Like,
Oh
those
yeah,
shows?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Slime. You get like different little tubs of slime. I had the firehouse, and you would dump the slime on the roof, and you'd just watch it ooze down through the middle of the building.
You had the firehouse?
I did, yeah.
I never had that.
Oh shit.
It was great.
But I had a lot of Ghostbusters. I loved them. Those were great toys.
Yeah, they were. They were awesome.
So good. Did you guys watch the newest Ghostbusters?
There's a Cosby Coop. Yee.
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you enjoy it?
I don't know. It was all right. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I like
Sorry, what Ghostbusters movie were we talking about?
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was, some of the things, it was a different movie, right?
Yeah.
But it was much better than that weird reboot that they did.
Yeah.
Lady Ghostbusters.
The Lady Ghostbusters, yeah. And
yeah, that could have been better.
yeah. They did that weird thing where it's like kids save the day or whatever, but I thought it was like kind of a pretty nice closeout to the series. I thought the ending was good, how they treated Egon,
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
CGI or something or what? Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah. I felt I got my money's worth.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't like the little mini Stay Puft Marshmallow. There was a little bit too many callbacks in it for me too. Like that was one of the things I didn't like.
Yeah, well, the problem I had with the mini marshmallows is like one, it's like that's a marketing thing, right? Like my girls, my two kids loved it because they were so cute and like they were being tortured, but like that was the embodiment of Zool, wasn't it? Like that's how the original Stay Puft was created, so it didn't really make sense.
Yeah. The only reason why it existed is because Ray, it said choose the form of your destructor, and they all try to empty their minds. And Ray
That's right.
It was a product. It was a product in the world.
In their world, yeah. But they wouldn't.
So they did bring it in that way. They encountered the product, and then whatever ghost took the form of the mascot on the product in the new movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was fan service, obviously. But it was like
there was another fan service moment in there that I actually kind of thought was funny. Was do you guys remember that there was that toy, the Ghostbusters with the eyeball that pops out of his head?
Oh yeah. I caught that.
Did that in there?
I didn't.
In that movie?
No, I missed that.
I love that toy.
Yeah, I have it still. I'm gonna.
Oh, do you? I also like the lit traps that would close.
Yeah.
Like big mouths, and they would close when you touch the tongue. Oh, I love that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. My buddy had both of those, and I was trying to remember if that was from Ghostbusters or if that was a Beetlejuice toy.
No. It was
But yeah,
Ghostbusters.
and the tongue, and they had like the teeth, and it would, I remember
The
that.
Beetlejuice toys were bullshit.
Oh yeah. You talking about the Beetlejuice toys from the animated series? Remember that? They made an animated version of Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
I remember the animated show. I liked the animated show when I was a kid, but I think the toys were based on the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But maybe they might have made toys on the cartoon afterwards, but the initial toys were sort of based on the movie more, and they were not good.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I did like. I loved that they brought Janine back, the secretary.
I love Janine. I had a big crush.
She's a good character.
Great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was a hottie, that's for sure.
Yeah, she was absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at this 80s.
Wheels Donahue.
I kind of feel like Severin was the wrong artist to do this, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do the Big Daddy Ed Ross stuff with the celebrities' faces, even though he's doing like the little cars like you would in that kind of custom culture kind of artwork. So it's kind of unfortunate in that respect that you don't have like the big eyes bugging out. So where's Milton Knight?
Where's Oh, from Knight Rider?
No, I mean the artist.
The artist. Is he in Cracked? Is he Cracked?
I was thinking of Michael
His
Knight.
name was at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh.
So I've been kind
Milton
of waiting
Knight.
to see what he did.
Well, what does he do? What is his style? There's still pages left.
It's a very cartoony style.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Mort Todd and John Severin. Oh no, yeah.
This is some super Sylvester. This is where they put Sylvester's head on.
Look at that.
Who is this?
That's the dude that was working at Mad, I bet. That was moonlighting.
John Pound?
Oh, maybe not. Is that who it says? John Pound?
No, I don't know. But he was a guy at Mad and doesn't look
Every time we flip through a cracked, or you flip through a cracked, there's like an artist that keeps popping up, and it's always the same guy who is like moonlighting at Mad and Cracked.
You know, Dalton Bond has a really interesting point that why was Paul Rudd the only one in Walmart in that scene? Where was everybody?
it was after a date, remember? So it was late at night.
Yeah, but there's still crazy people in Walmart late at night. There was nobody walking around or anything.
Yeah,
maybe he was under the influence of like a poltergeist, and so he couldn't see them for a dramatic effect.
Yeah. That's the canon for the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that movie enough to buy it on Blu-ray or not?
I did.
Me?
Actually.
I pirated it.
I bought it. I bought it on Blu-ray. Listen, I was kind of downplaying how into it I was. I was super. I really enjoyed it.
Does it have good extra features though?
I haven't checked yet. I got like the 4K one because it was like the same price. But I really liked everything but the Stay Puft fan service. I really liked all of it. And I won't lie, guys. I got emotional at the end.
Yeah.
I rolled a tear, man. I loved it. And I loved how kind of like fucked up the whole story was. I mean, like, sure, like Zool and everybody was like a rehash of the first movie, but like the thing with the guy creating the town, I thought all that was pretty cool and a fun twist on it. So,
what about Vigo? How come he didn't make a cameo?
Because no one likes him. The
Carpathian?
Like yeah, Vigo.
Yeah,
I think that would have been hard to balance, like all of them, like to have all of that stuff together. But
I didn't even know that people hated the second Ghostbusters movie until the 2016 movie was getting a lot of press, and everybody was just talking shit about the second one.
I never understood that either.
I love that movie, man.
It has good special effects. I loved it when I was a kid.
Oh man!
But I feel like it's not very like the first one's pretty good.
I love it. I love when
the shine on Ghostbusters is been lost.
It's a river of slime. That's great, man.
Yeah,
the effects are cool. Yeah.
I thought I really liked the second one. I remember it fondly, and when I rewatch it, I enjoy it just as much. There are things that, like, as an adult, I feel like Bill Murray, his character. It's like, why did you make him like miserable? Like, why did he lose the lady? Right? Like he got her,
Why is
And then-
Janine not like sexy anymore? Why is like
Yeah.
they tried to
because
make
that
her-
movie is for kids.
They tried
That's
to
the
make her
thing.
look more like the animated Janine from the real Ghostbusters.
I think that's part of it, but I think it was also that they were trying to like aim it at a younger audience.
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas
yeah.
the first one, that was like kind of a fluke.
Yeah,
the
so that
kid
you're like,
caught onto it.
this family is it's now a broken home that Felix is being raised in, or whatever the kid's name is. Wait, that's one of your kids' names.
That's
sorry.
my kid's name.
I like that you're when you're a little kid, you're watching Ghostbusters, the first one, and all of a sudden a ghost starts blowing Ray. And you're like, what is going on here?
Oh, he's taking off his pants.
Yeah, like I did not. It went over my head completely.
And then he does this, like when it happens, he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh," and he crosses his eye.
You're like, what?
I did not pick up on that till much
I
later.
didn't either.
Yeah. No, yeah. Thankfully, I have to like look out. Like I watch that movie with my kids, and every time my wife is like,
You keep showing the ghost blowjob movie to the kids.
like, they don't know yet. They don't know that,
That ghosts are real and that they'll
Yeah.
blow you.
I love Ghostbusters. I still have like all the animated series on DVD because I was obsessed with that as a kid. So,
Yeah.
I loved it as a kid. Yeah,
yeah,
all
It was-
that spooky, gross stuff I loved as a kid.
yeah.
And it's sad that it's not really the same.
This
That's
is
where
what
I'm reactionary for grossness.
This is what I think though, is I think the dislike. Well, I think Ghostbusters. It is like in vogue to really love Ghostbusters. All right, people
it?
love loving. Yeah. People love loving Ghostbusters, and at the same time, as part of that, people love hating on the second Ghostbusters. So I think that there's some insincere kind of trash talk about that second movie. I enjoy it. I thought it was good.
I love it.
His Weasley. Who is that guy who's like his like little Renfield? Like
Oh my god, yeah, he's right.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
perfect.
that is a good role. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things about it that are good, but overall, I feel it's not a very good movie. And also, I feel the original Ghostbusters is like flawed as well.
Oh man, you're tough.
I loved it as a kid. I still love it in a sense, but I don't feel like it's a great movie.
You know what's
Or
a
even
cool
a great
scene
comedy.
in the second Ghostbusters is when that little creepy guy goes and visits her, and then when he goes and visits her, and they want to show you that he's been possessed, and when she closes the door on him, because he tries to get into her apartment,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, I'm sorry," like and he, because it's like a blackout, and he like turns to walk down the hallway, and then his eyes become like flashlights. Remember that?
Oh yeah, and it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're moving around.
Yeah. That
Yes.
is so great. Man, creepy.
I like
scene.
the creepy nanny that takes the baby.
Yeah,
She's
that's
really
right.
scary.
On the rooftop.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in it. I don't think it's a very good movie.
The bathtub trying to eat Oscar.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oscar. That's the baby's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, guys. Who
I
are you
might
looking? What artist were you looking for, Kyle?
good. Milton Knight. Show me Milton,
Milton
Knight.
Knight? I can give you Walter Brogan. That's the best I can do.
Oh, I do like Walter Brogan too.
Wait, is this Knight?
That might be Knight.
That might be.
I don't think so.
It's cartoony.
That's
Oh,
Dick
that may be.
Reefer's. Dick Reefer's Frankenstein.
Oh yeah,
Who? Dick Reefer.
that
Dick
seems
Reefer.
weird for Milton Knight though. If that's Milton Knight.
Yeah.
Unless I. Yeah, and then there's something Rob, or
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's
Zukowski.
too detailed to be Milton Knight.
Mhm.
I think they may have bamboozled you, man. Oh wait, I
saw
found
his
it.
name. Boom, that's Milton Knight.
Oh yeah.
Stain it. Don't worry, Pop. It disappears in 2.5 seconds.
Oh.
He's an animator, right? Like, and so he's got this sort of animator kind of like posing of his characters.
Whoa.
He was one of the main animators on the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon show in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
The one with Urkel. That's the voice of Sonic.
Yeah. I watched that before school.
Jamal White, right? Is that
Yeah.
Urkel? Yeah. No, it's weird. I mean, not weird. It's like the thick outline.
Yeah, that's really like part of his style. He did a comic called Hugo through, I think, Fantagraphics. It was kind of like an adult funny animal comic.
Yeah, adapted by Martin Scorsese into a film.
Oh yeah,
he's an interesting cartoonist.
Probably not the same Hugo though, right?
I think it is.
Really?
Just drive everybody nuts in the comments. I think it is actually. Yeah.
Speaking of slime,
What about it?
I mean, he's got a big blob of slime right there.
What about it?
That's it, man. We've just flipped through 2 issues of Cracked magazine.
I think Cracked is worth, like, for a couple bucks, it's worth picking up a Cracked if you find one.
I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, especially
I
if
wouldn't
you
go
can
up
get
to
one,
5, but
if you can get one from like the 80s or 90s that has Ugly Family. Did that go into the 90s?
Yeah.
yeah, I like that sort of like late 80s, early 90s Cracked.
Yeah.
I like a lot.
Yeah, I think it's like it's something now that I do look out for and I pick up when I have the chance.
Well, it's such weird stuff. Remember those awful toothpaste people cartoon that was in that one you looked at?
Oh, vaguely. vaguely
Just
remember.
really weird stuff you find in a Cracked. You know,
Yeah.
It wouldn't cut it in Mad, but it has kind of like a punk kind of feel to it.
Yeah. Well, like you were saying, like with the young people coming in, it's just like, you know, they get to pitch what they want. And yeah, Mad would be more polished. And like, I feel like, you know, they send out a bit more, a few more rejection letters.
I got a few, that's for sure.
Well, fellas, that's it, man. We've been going for like 2 hours and 8 whole minutes.
That was great.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
I think
for
we can
coming
all agree
by
that busting makes us feel good.
Oh, here we go. Noah Van Sciver.
Yep. Complete Works of Fonte Bukowski. Pick it up.
Where could they find that?
Amazon. any of your preferred bookstores.
Yeah. Could they get it off the Fantagraphics website?
Oh yeah, it's there too.
Yeah. Fantagraphics website, and then enter code Flippin' Through for 0% off.
full color.
You can probably get it at your local comic store too, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Mine certainly has it.
Yeah, don't support Amazon. Go out and support a brick and mortar shop, man, whenever you can. I love Amazon. Don't get me wrong. I buy a lot of shit on Amazon, but you got to support the brick and mortar comic shops.
Yeah, you do. That's true.
Yeah.
I go there. I'm going to go there tomorrow actually.
Yeah, buy a copy of the book.
Solidarity.
Yeah.
Kyle Bridgett.
Check me out on Little Cozy Nostril channel, link in the show description. I do Canonically Crumb, which is the only live stream not live stream, but show that explores the comics and characters of the Crummyverse. I live stream in the Nostril Zone every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time in the Nostril Zone, where we listen to tunes and draw cartoons. And I have a webcomic on Instagram called Caleb the Last Gamer. If you go to my links through here, you'll find it all, no problem. So check it out, and yeah.
Excellent. And hey, please, if you haven't already, click that thumbs up on this video. Make sure that you hit subscribe on my channel. After you do that, then go down in the description, visit their Noah and Kyle's channel, and check them out too. Look, I got the sweet sweater.
Even before. You can go do that and then come back and like it. Whatever order.
Well, no, the order I said. Do the order I said, please.
You get a bonus view this way, though.
Hey, thank you. Angel, thank you for stopping by. Dalton, thank you for dropping by. Demir. Pete, it's great to see you. Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. Bill, thank you so much for dropping by. And many others. I don't know. I can't scroll any farther or my thumb will blister. Thank you guys so much for watching. Toodaloo.